Viewer discretion is advised.
Talking Gotham, 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 talking Gotham.
4 days after Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. 4 days after Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Campbell. Welcome to Talking Gotham. This is the show where we talk about Gotham. And even though we're recording this the day before Halloween, you won't be seeing this until 4 days after Halloween. Hope you checked your candy for razor blades. Joined by Collins, who thinks he's Ghostface. Please take that off before you have a heat stroke.
From what you're saying about that candy razor blades, it reminds me of fucking Trick or Treat movie. Remember that scene when that fucking creepy neighbor who's a sociopath and gives the fucking razor blade to that fat kid.
Oh, Brian Cox.
Dr. Connors from Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, apparently
Spider-Man?
Dr. Connors is a serial killer.
Yeah.
I will say one thing. Today, by the time this is recorded, the Scream 7 trailer dropped, and I'm like, you know what? I might as well share my support for Ghostface. By the way, what did you guys think? Ryan, what is your favorite episode of these two episodes?
If we're comparing just the endings, it's the first one all day long. But honestly, I think this penultimate one might just be one of my favorites of the season. Like, I loved it dearly. Like, it was really, really good.
Matt, what about you?
Okay, why you look like you're stroking that fucking thing like you're jacking off to that Ghostface mask?
I wasn't gonna say.
You know damn well what that was. That jerk off hand gesture. I will say that Unleashed is the better episode of the two. Minus the whole thing how they ended Azrael's character that felt fairly Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes. That felt like the Roadrunner got blown up with a rock bazooka.
I feel like actually I kind of agree with Matt because I really liked Unleashed so much better because the other one was just them trying to like sneak into Arkham. Yeah. Although I will say Ryan probably liked it for one reason. And also
the one thing that really took me out of it was when Fish Mooney's back. Why are you bringing Fish Mooney back? I feel like she's only going to be back for like a couple of episodes and then be written off the show and probably get killed off again.
Oh, I gotta take this off.
Just a bit of a programming note.
I'm wondering why that Ghostface in every Scream movie they don't sweat in that fucking outfit.
Oh yeah, that's the one big plot hole.
I used to dress up as Ghostface as a kid. I used to dress up Ghostface for Halloween, and I fucking sweated my ass off in that mask. How are you walking into that fucking thing?
I don't know. If I were Ghostface, every other step I'd be popping that thing off. Like, how can you breathe in this thing? Like that opening of Space
Hello,
Ball.
Sydney. And it's like, which one of you is Ghostface? And then the one that's panting. It's like remember the scene in Scream at the end where both Stu and Randy
and Billy.
Like, whichever the one was just panting, that's the one. That would be like, which one? And Stu's like, hey Sydney, I'm not the killer. And like, why are you panting?
Breathing like. Well, we did. No, to be fair, because in the third act we see Stu when he was off when he took off his costume when he was next to Randy when they were confronting who's the killer.
Well,
he was sweating his ass off. I cannot believe I didn't spot that when I watched that for the first time. One of them is not sweating, and one of them is, and it makes sense when you wear that outfit. You sweat your ass off for running around all over the the fucking house.
Which it's so funny because he gets out of the car, runs that way, and then throws a cop shot, and runs and circles back.
And you notice that he's sweating a lot. It made perfect sense.
Yeah, I remember showing my niece that the first time, and she goes, "Shaggy from Scooby Doo is the villain."
Yeah, I thought of that too because I watched Scooby Doo first before I saw the original Scream at that time.
Yeah. But yeah, going to Gotham.
Just a brief programming note before we do carry on. This is another double upload day. You're getting this regular episode now, and then tonight we'll be watching along the season 2 finale. And with everything that was set up in A Legion of Horribles, I'm very much looking forward to that. But
You,
that'll
you,
be later on.
you like this? You like the last episode only because a certain thing you've been waiting for forever just finally showed up in the next episode. You're like, finally, they're doing the storyline. They're doing the Court of Owls. Yeah, you're like, yeah.
I'm not going to lie, that was a factor. But
Which episode was that? I don't remember them tackling the Court of Owls.
The episode before the finale. Remember Hugo gets on the phone, the woman with an owl mask.
Oh yeah, I was wondering what the fuck that was. I was like, who the fuck is this chick? Who is this bitch wearing an owl mask? Like, who's this bitch wearing an owl mask?
Ryan was just like that baby meme where it's like, yes.
So it was the Court of Owls. I didn't know what the fuck that was. It was like there's like some one benefactor chick who's wearing a fucking owl mask or something. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's the Court of Owls. Yes, the next season, the Court of Owls are in it. Yes, that's the.
Yeah. So yeah, they're definitely setting that up.
Yes, that's the Ryan's. That's when Ryan said, "I wish they would do the Court of Owls someday," and I'm like,
and you were giving that little grin, like, want to tell him?
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Court of Owls storyline? Apparently,
let's find out. Let's find out. A 1, a 2, a 3. Which the owl? Yeah, that was the Tootsie Pop and the fucking owl in that commercial.
Which going so are we? Yeah, I guess we could start with the episode Unleashed. Matt, take us away.
Someone got inside my brother's head. It's not a safe place to be.
So how will I find him?
The sword is said to hold supernatural powers.
I will take that.
There's a madman loose on the streets. It's my job to protect you.
I can't stay at home and do nothing.
Just be careful, all right? I will not buy this uber villain nonsense. This is Gotham City.
All right, the episode of the title is called Unleashed. It's directed by Paul Edwards, and the episode aired on May 9th, 2016. Together with Bullock and a crew of police officers, Gordon arrives at Arkham Asylum with a warrant to inspect Professor Strange's office. Strange is unfortunately one step in front of them. Having shredded all of his documents, Nigma, in the meantime, is disturbed by what he saw at Indian Hill and realizes he needs to escape. As Captain Barnes is still in the hospital, Harvey Bullock becomes de facto captain. Bruce decides to go off with Selina to find a way into Arkham. Selina accepts because she wants to rescue Bridget from Arkham, but insists she go in on her own. Gordon and Bullock arrive at Butch's mansion to talk with Tabitha, who states the sword Azrael used was fake, and that the real one is located in her grandfather's tomb. They later arrive at Gotham Cemetery, where they steal the sword. Azrael arrives, injuring Tabitha and escaping with the real sword. Gordon warns Alfred about Galavan just as Bruce returns to Wayne Manor. Gordon arrives and shoots Azrael multiple times, but he remains undefeated with Cobblepot and Butch arrive. Butch fires an RPG, killing Azrael. That fucking scene is like, what in the fuck? That's how you're gonna end Azrael's character, by getting shot with a bazooka. How the fuck did that happen? It was getting good up until that end. I was like, what the fuck? Why didn't he not dodge that shit? Like, you know you're gonna get shot with a bazooka. There's no coming back for that. And the one thing that really bothered me, and it's a major nitpick here, he's been shot multiple times and never went down until the fucking very end, where he got shot and got fucking blood splatter. Like, what?
No.
How did you not get hit? Why not get hurt from that? What?
He's going to be put back together with a lament configuration, you see.
in the one line that Bullock fucking ripped off, and he was giving us a little motivation speech, like, if he bleeds, we can kill it. He's literally ripping off the fucking line from Predator from Arnold. If it bleeds, we can kill it.
You know what?
I still think that the return with Azrael being a more badass in that episode was very good, and him searching for the real sword in his grandfather's tomb was pretty dope. It made that episode less silly and stupid, because we know that sword was a replica, it was a fake that fucking Strange made. And I did what the fuck else? What was it? Him recycling his memory of Bruce Wayne and now hunting him down was pretty good. I like that part.
Yeah, especially like how I love when he says, like, his sister doesn't remember who you are, and he remembers everything, and he goes, I remember. And he stabs his sister in the chest and goes, traitor. And like,
yeah.
Which I thought that was great. So I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, you did leave me for like dead. Yeah, you left me. Oh, okay. Watch this. Yeah, I'm gonna repay the favor right now to you.
I also loved like the scene before where Bullock, Gordon, and Talia are at the grave and they have to shove off like that big old like lid of the casket. Remind me of the Last Crusade where like he was looking for Sir Richard's tomb. I'm like, the shield is the second marker.
The penitent man kneels before Christ. The penitent man kneels before Christ. Yeah,
He kneels before God.
kneels before God. Yeah. Which I will
and
say.
Also, Bridget, and also the return of Bridget, the Firefly, in that episode. When
I liked her
Selena
outfit. I really did like her.
The outfit was on a lot of improvement. I'll give them that. But it's pretty obvious that she's now being brainwashed by Hugo Strange that she's the goddess of fire or whatever the fuck that Firefly. Like I feel like now that just fucking Hugo Strange is just bringing them the fucking dead people back to alter their memories of a fucking mythological stories.
He's got a big old book of Mad Libs. Be like,
did he have a bunch of fucking every mythological known to man in his fucking library, and just does his research and just implants them in their brain?
Which when Edward was looking at, when Edward was sneaking in there,
he raided the public domain. He's got Alice in Wonderland. He's got Sherlock Holmes. There's going to be a villain running around.
Does he have a fucking book of the Odyssey book or something?
Well, the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland, that is a Batman character called Jar.
Yeah, that I figured that. But to your point, Matt, I'd be like, there's going to be a villain who's like, flee in terror, for I am Homer.
Or he would be like, oh yeah, with Mr. Freeze, like, yeah, I'm the fucking god of fucking whatever it is.
Ice.
I'm Jack Frost.
Which I do like. There's a cameo that if you blink and miss it, where Edward sneaks into the lab and he sees Killer Croc. The guy.
I missed that part.
Guy with the yellow eyes.
Yeah. I know now. I remember. Yeah, I was wondering what the fuck that was.
When Strange,
I feel like he was like a scale fucking zombie looking.
Yeah, that's Killer Croc.
So that was Killer Croc the whole time. And the time when we get into that next episode, he's about to get eaten alive in that cell.
The guy in the cell is not Killer Croc, but the guy that was being transported.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a big, bulky, bald guy. This guy was like had yellow eyes and he has a reptilian face, and he's like, that was Killer Croc, and I'm like, oh, that was Killer Croc before David Ayer got there.
Well, to be fair, they were already filming the Suicide Squad in 2016 because that movie came out in 2016 and they shot that in 2015.
That's probably why they couldn't use him in full length, because they were like, they're doing that in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because I'm sure they would have.
And I found that very funny in the Lego Batman movie when Killer Croc did something and he was like, I did something. Because he didn't do shit in that movie.
I do like, though, whenever they're in Strange's office and he goes, detective, check you. So we're in the archives, we're going to tear this whole place apart. And he goes, well, detective, I'm afraid you have to check your warrant. It is only good for my office.
It's only good for my office. If you want to check, if you want to search for others, come back with a judge with another warrant.
And I would be glad to assist you. And then like it's like, man, he's too smart for his own good, and so they just leave. And I thought
he may be smart, but there's some things he's getting a little sloppy with some of his.
There's some stuff he's getting too sloppy with.
Yeah, like he may be smart, but I don't think he's that smart.
He's too focused on one thing when he's not. He should be focused on everything.
He's so like multitasking of everything that's going on with his patients, having the fucking GCPD under his microscope.
Yeah,
which I do like Azrael at the church, and then he tells the priest, I need a weapon, and then he goes, I need a sword, and he goes, I don't have a sword. Well, then what good are you? And then he just snaps his neck.
Yeah, but how did he be able to find the sword? That's the one thing that bothered me. Did he what the hell was he doing?
The reason he's at a church because he's looking for
I know he's at a church, but how did it lead to that sword? How did he lead to that tomb in the first place?
Well, because I guess he found out he's Theo Gallivant. So then he goes.
Maybe the memories were starting to flash and it's starting to come back to him.
Which I do like, though, when Gordon and Bullock are grave robbing, Gallivant for Azrael to show up, and he beat the hell out of Gordon and Bullock, and he just beats the shit out of Gordon. He just takes his and Gordon just just throws Gordon out the door.
Yeah, he just.
He's like,
I love when he gets into the Wayne Manor and when Alfred locked Bruce into that cave so he could take on Gallivant himself, and that fight was pretty dope. I love that. And just when you know what that reminded me when Bruce was throwing the sword, tossing the sword to Alfred, it reminded me in Attack of the Clones when Obi-Wan throws the lightsaber at fucking Anakin to do the fucking dual wielding sabers.
And he's here to kill Bruce. Like he's like, I am not here to fight you, old man. I am here. He said, servant, out of my way, servant. And then like he was just literally, which he thought the Batcave was pretty cool. He's like, that's neat. Like he thought I love when he said that's neat.
Going back to the
but dude, Alfred was putting up a fucking fight, taking on Galavan.
Yeah,
like,
he's gonna kill Bruce. He's gonna kill Bruce.
He was a British Marine, so of course he was. That's
his whole purpose is to impale Bruce's heart.
What wasn't Galavan raised by the monks or something? If what Tabitha brought it up earlier in the episode.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think he was definitely raised by the monks or something, and that's how he was able to fight so well.
Which. What Ryan? What were you saying?
I was just going to bring up the costumes of Firefly and Azrael here. They're like two different stories because with Azrael, mask down, it looks badass. Mask up, he looks like King Arthur from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Like,
I understand why they didn't give him a full-fledged mask because in the comics, he only wears like this. This is the mask. Even in the Arkham games, he has like a hoodie and his face is painted and he has like a mask right here.
Yeah,
you know?
That's
so
cool.
he never
I like that design.
Yeah. If you see that design in Arkham City, it's fucking dope, dude. I think it was in like what did he show himself in Arkham City or Arkham Knight? I know he's
in Arkham City and Arkham Knight.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah.
And then with Firefly, it's kind of the opposite. With the full mask, she looks like Carl Rupert Cronin from Hellboy, but you take that away, it actually looks rather cool.
Yeah. Or she looks like that fucking Beetle from fucking Power Ranger style looking outfit, or from fucking Beetleborgs.
I like the whole full-fledged Firefly design.
I did like it. It was a little bit of an upgrade. I'm not gonna lie.
I do have some nitpicks though with this episode.
Fuck! Now I just forgot what the hell I was gonna bring up. Fuck!
Why wouldn't the GCPD take the shredded documents back with them? Because they could take it back together.
Yeah. Probably.
There's like, he shredded it. It's over. We have nothing on. I'm like, you realize that he didn't burn them. He just shredded them, right?
Yeah. It's like in the movie Argo. It's like when the embassy people shredded their mug book, like the Iranian terrorists got kids to come in and reassemble the shreds.
They should just burn the whole building down. That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they can if it's shredded, they can reassemble it. But you want to know how long it would take to reassemble the shredded documents? It would take a lifetime to fucking get that reassembled. You want to know how long for the Iranians, they are fucking taking that long to reassemble? It took them a long time to reassemble those fucking documents.
Yeah. In real life, they were already out of the country by the time they got them.
Yeah, I know because they weren't very I think it was it took them like months. It took them like several months to reassemble that documents in Argo.
Yeah,
which that's why Ben Affleck was able to get a team together and go and rescue them. Which do you know why? Do you know why?
And create this whole fake movie as a cover.
Yeah. Which the reason why was Jimmy Carter was he had this terrible foreign policy, and that right there is why they did his administration is why they hated us so much, and they went and attacked our embassy. And then when Ronald Reagan took office, he actually patched up their relationship with Iran.
Yeah, Iran. The Iranians.
And then they basically and then they let all the hostages go after that.
Mm-hmm.
Which I said, yeah, sometimes history does repeat itself a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, huh?
Yeah, weird. It's weird, guys.
Huh?
A kid died, and nobody, including me, is doing anything about it. It's weird, guys.
What's that from?
21 Jump Street. Remember the principal, Jake Johnson? You bunch of gay black kid in the face.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what? Did some YouTuber say that? Like, kid. I was like, what?
That was in 21 Jump Street. If you've seen the movie, you know the reference I'm making.
I was like, what did Hassan say that this week? I was like,
oh dear Lord. But I did think it was kind of funny though when Azrael's chasing Bruce in the garage, and like Azrael's doing this whole big dramatic monologue, and he sees Bruce's shoes. I'm like, I wonder if anyone in like movie or TV history has ever like just taken off their shoes and just run away. And then I was literally thinking that, and then like 10 seconds later, Bruce does that exact thing. I could not have predicted that. And then he casually just runs Azrael over, which somehow doesn't kill him.
Yeah.
Well, it's because he's immortal now. Because
even in the fucking
tomb,
yeah, but in the tomb, he was getting shot, and even early in the episodes, he kept on getting shot. He didn't go down. His flesh was not showing. By the time you get to the end, somehow he's getting hurt. What the fuck? Did that thing wearing off or something? He should not have gotten hurt. Isn't his suit bulletproof? Kevlar or some shit that he's wearing?
I don't know. That's that. I don't.
Because that felt very fucking weird. He got shot in the back, and he gets shot in the front, and he's went down. We know that it was not going to kill him, but now the fucking the bazooka thing, you fucking lost me right there. Like what?
It made me laugh though. Okay, so there's when Selena and Ed running into each other in the air vents, and she's like forensic nerd, and he's like street trash girl. Which nobody heard them in the vents. Like, look, vents are not silent. Okay, and if somebody hears something, bang, 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 some guards looking like, I think there's somebody in the vents. I can hear bang, 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 bang.
Yeah,
nobody was able to hear what they're saying. It's an echo. It's an echo in that fucking vent.
Yeah.
And you can hear like, hey, listen. So like, yeah, there's a movie. I don't know what movie. I want to say it's Paul Blart Mall Cop, where like they're talking about their plan, and then like they're just listening. The bad guys listening to in the vent.
Yeah, that's
it. And then they're
it
just
might
like
have been a Paul Blart Mall Cop thing.
I mean, hey, that movie is pretty funny. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I like Paul Blart Mall Cop. You get shit on Adam Sandler and Kevin James they want, but sometimes they do good movies. Most of the time they do shitty movies, but sometimes
that's
they do
true.
really good.
I mean, Paul Blart Mall Cop was fun for what it was.
It was fun. It's a dumb.
It wasn't like part two, which part two was unnecessary.
Which I completely skipped that movie.
I watched part two. I was so excited.
Like I can get past the first movie, like Paul Blart Mall Cop, which like it was fun, stupid fun, and so did the first Grown Ups. The first Grown Ups was just stupid, dumb fun. It was made for Chris Farley because Kevin James's character was made for Chris Farley and was supposed to be coming out in the 90s and before his passing until they got that off the vault for the script.
Which you hear that they're making Grown Ups 3, like they're in development of Grown Ups 3.
At this point, I can care less what Adam Sandler does in his next movies.
I'm like, and why do we need Grown Ups 3? I mean, I love Grown Ups 1.
It's going to be straight to shitty Netflix movie. You know that's going to happen.
But like after a Billy Madison 2, do we really need? I mean,
Happy Gilmore 2, you mean?
Yeah, we really
when did Billy Madison 2 get made? How am I not aware of this shit?
After that, do we really need? We don't need another Chuck and Larry. We don't need another Click. We don't need another. You know
what this reminded me? Fucking Eminem scene from what was that movie? Fuck. Now I
Funny People. We don't need
funny people. Yeah, it's like, hey, what are you gonna do now? Make another bullshit movie? Fucking a chick who doesn't like you. That was your way out. You're fucking stuck.
All right. Well, Shapadoo. Let's go to ratings. Colin's
wait! I still got some stuff to talk about on this one. Come on, Ryan.
Okay.
You got somewhere to be tonight, Ryan? No. Like I'm double parked here, guys. Come on, let's go. Let's fucking go, guys. Come on. I'm double parked out here. Come on. All right. What's your rating? Come on.
Like, give me the ratings or else.
Yeah, I do, but I do like. There are some things I do like. I like Gordon calling Wayne Manor and telling Alfred about Gallivant coming to kill Bruce. I thought that was really. It was like I thought he was after you because he remembers, and then him like turns behind him and Bruce is right there. He almost stabbed Bruce. He says he tells him what's up. I thought that was great, and I also like Gordon. I also like Azrael blowing. Yeah, I thought that was funny. Him being blown up by a bazooka.
It almost felt like I'm watching Looney Tunes when the
fucking
coyote tries to blow him Roadrunner up with the bazooka and it fires back at him.
So there was this movie in the 90s called Double Team with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dennis Rodman. The ending of that movie, Mickey Rourke is the villain of the movie. He is in the Roman Colosseum. He steps on a landmine. He doesn't step off of it yet. But the Colosseum's going to blow up. The mine is there. He's standing on it. There is a jaguar running towards him, about to eat him. And Mickey Rourke has just the greatest look on his face, like, well, I guess I'm going to die, so... That's
you know the dumbest thing is, why didn't you just fucking move out of the way when he's about to get shot with the fucking bazooka? He just stood there like an idiot.
I mean, Bruce would have died too because they're right behind the car. It would have hit the car and killed Bruce. And
it didn't matter. You think he gives a shit, dude? He was out there trying to kill Bruce in this fucking episode. You think he gives a shit if he dies?
It was like the sight of Butch.
He's like, no, I'm just gonna stand here and wait for a minute to shoot me.
The sight of Butch just walking out there with a grenade launcher, like do 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 do.
It felt like you're watching a fucking physical like slapstick comedy here.
Like Azrael just stun locked, like
like this reminded me of, in the fucking episode of The Walking Dead, without giving away too much. If you know the episode. One character blows up the fucking group of fucking villain, the antagonist, and fucking exploded. And it predates The Walking Dead, apparently. Apparently, The Walking Dead probably watched that episode of Gotham for like Homemade beer. But also, Azrael, it's gone. He's no longer. We know for sure he's never going to come back at any point. Which I think that was kind of stupid. No, they should have kept him around.
Well, they can't. They kind of finished. They said they finished the storyline, so they're like, we don't need him bring him back for no reason.
Because hey, like we know that they're not going to make a Batman show. We know that was not going to happen. But he was like he could have been in some time in the future when he's now Batman.
Maybe somebody else will carry up the mantle of Azrael.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, probably somebody else will carry the mantle of Azrael.
Yeah, he was the first Azrael. It's like Mortal Kombat. How they have Sub-Zero, then they have Sub-Zero Junior.
And then they had the twin brother being Sub-Zero.
Yeah, which I will say this though. This is what irks.
Makes sense.
I love when Selena goes in there to rescue Bridget, and it turns out it was a trap the whole time. Strange knew she was there, and then they're just waiting in the other room watching. And it told basically.
But how would they know? How would they know that she suspected that they had Bridget the whole time? How would Strange would even predict that?
You don't think Strange has cameras in the vents? You don't think
first of all, she was on the rooftop with the fucking pit feeding the pigeons, and Bruce was the one fucking. There's no cameras on a fucking rooftop. Why would he have planted a fucking camera on a rooftop in the middle of nowhere in the shithole Gotham?
I'm talking about like I thought she when she opened her, said, "I'm coming, Bridget."
How would he know that she would be coming? And because the only way she knew about Bridget being alive is when Bruce gave her the fucking tip.
Yeah, which I think honestly, which literally, I mean, this is what I think what happened is when she opened the gate up, she said, "I'm coming." Then she said, "I'm coming, Bridget." And then she went in there, and then all of a sudden, she asked her. Oh, she did ask Riddler like where she was, and then he told her, and then left in the vents. He could have microphones in the vents. I mean, like an Ant-Man. Remember how in Ant-Man they locked the vents down with
everybody can hear that in the fucking vents. You're talking out loud. Everybody can fucking hear.
Strange probably heard that in the vents, and then he goes, "Okay, I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't hear that." And he's like, "Oh."
But to be fair, the main villain, Yellow Jacket, he wasn't like Darren Cross was not listening through the fucking vents. He knew about the plans before the plans even happened.
Because he was in the other room when they were discussing the plans.
I know you fucking. I was like, you fucking idiots. And also, how did you fucking leave the door open?
Maybe what Michael Douglas said, we should learn to lock the fucking door.
Even fucking Paul Rudd said, like, you got to keep your doors locked. So, seriously, you don't know what will happen.
But yeah, we're done talking about this. Yeah, Ryan, you can go to ratings now.
Like I was gonna say, can we go to ratings now?
You got somewhere to be?
Yeah. See, I'm double parked. Okay, let's go.
I'm double parked. Come on.
1 to 10, one of you. Come on.
I am gonna give this a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
Okay, Matt.
I'm giving it an 8.
I'm siding with Matt on this one. I'm gonna go 8. This was a very good episode, but the next one is even better. It's one of my favorites of the season. It's season 2, episode 21, called A Legion of Horribles. Matt.
Welcome back to the world. Do you remember your name?
My name is Fish Mooney, bitch. Strange must be holding her prisoner in Arkham.
You put your own concerns in front of that girl's safety.
It's my responsibility to make it right. The boy is a threat.
You have failed Strange.
Oh no.
Make the choice your father did not.
We need to know what you know, and you're gonna tell me.
What was that? What was that? Verse like 21.
It's a me.
Ryan?
21.
21.
You see, a meme is a photo with words or text on it that is in some ways a joke. The more you know.
I know. I just think it'd be
were you just impersonating with John Kim and said Twilight boy?
Twilight boy.
Twilight boy.
I don't know where it came from, but for a period in the late 2010s, people were just going 21. I don't know the context.
We're gonna have to from now on. Anytime bring up the word 21, you just gotta say 21.
It should they should have every time we watch a movie, it was like 21 Jump Street.
21 the movie with Kevin Spacey.
Yep, that's the one. So the title of the episode is Legion of Horribles. Apparently they don't have the rights to call it Legion of Doom or something for whatever the fucking reason. But this episode was aired on May 16th, 2016, and this was directed by Rob Bailey. Selena begs to be Bridget's servant, making use of Bridget's alter ego. Bruce is troubled after Selena fails to meet with him and learns of her capture. Meanwhile, Strange's project continues and he successfully resurrected Fish Mooney, which I don't know why the fuck did they bring her character back, but I digress. The first subject to retain full memory. Bruce believes that there is a secret room in Arkham where Strange is experimenting on the dead and that the only way to be certain is if they head in themselves. Bruce, Gordon, and Fox visits Arkham to execute their plan, but their motive are revealed and all three are captured. Bruce and Fox are put in a chamber and interrogated by Nigma on Strange's behalf. Meanwhile, Gordon is brought into another room with Strange and introduced to Basil. Whatever the fuck, how do you pronounce it? A patient whose skin stretches more than humanity possible. I'm guessing I know who it is. Clayface.
Yep, that's exactly who he is. Basil
Strange places him in the machine and replicates Gordon's visage. I'm terrible with fucking words. Onto Bale's face, basically becoming a replica of shape-shifting of Gordon.
We got a live-action Clayface before James Gunn got there.
Yeah, we literally got a live action.
Mike Flanagan, you mean?
Mike Flanagan, sorry.
But,
well, it's still James Gunn's DC project, even though he's not directing it.
We do learn that Bullock is the acting police captain, and I'm here for all of this. It's not going to last long. But Bullock's becoming one of my favorite characters in this whole show, and
he's not great with the press.
I laughed at his press conference. They did a weird. He was like this, like yeah, we
he's dead.
Well, he said the way he pronounced Azrael, I laughed so hard. He was just like, can he not say Azrael? Like he just cannot say it right.
He can't even pronounce that shit right.
Israel.
Israel. It was all he says Israel. I was like, what the fuck?
He's like, what? It's like, and then like he's just like,
let's just be honest. He's not great with the press, and he's not the best acting captain.
How long are you gonna do this until the next person wants to?
Because Gordon can't be the acting captain because he's not a cop anymore. Yeah. So yeah,
I like how he's like, how long do you want this job until the next person who wants it comes along?
I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah, which I also there's some things I do like.
You want to know how one thing? Let's a little bit of a nitpick. They have a shitty wig to put on the fucking Clayface's head and put on Gordon, and somehow they just like presto changeo. It looks more real when he puts on this fucking head.
You know what's even worse? When you see him bald, he looks.
It looked like he was wearing a ball cap, which he did. Which he did wear a ball cap.
His head turns into Beldar Conehead from Coneheads. For like
he almost looked like the fucking professor, that big head dude from Sky High.
Or he looks like Egghead from Batman 66.
He looks like Egghead from Batman 66.
He's more of a Dr. Eggman than Jim Carrey ever could be.
I think honestly, I mean, it's so weird.
It's so weird that they're like,
he looks like the bald women
that the writers are shoehorning a lot of these DC rogues galleries that for people that don't know who they are.
Which I was wondering, I'm like, are they gonna do Matt Hargan? Or are they gonna?
Firstly, they already did with Killer Croc, which is if you blink it, you'll miss moment. Now with this one, it was like the big reveal. Most casual viewers are not going to know who the fuck Clayface is.
I didn't know at the time either until I saw him point out that's Clayface. Like they were talking about, yeah, we did Clayface in season 3 season 2, because we really wanted, like, because we got, oh, what villain? And like, oh, Clayface. And
so, and speaking with Clayface, about a month ago, after the season finale of Peacemaker 2, Ryan, you sent us the DM about a theory that Rick Flag Sr. is not the real Rick Flag, that he could be Clayface the whole time. Because no, it makes sense, and here's why. Well, I'll be very quick about this. If you paid attention in the episode, Rick always told a Harcourt that called me Rick. Don't call me Rick Flag. Don't call me General Flag. Call me Rick. By the time she calls him Rick, his response was like, "What? Huh?" I was like, "That's not how he responds. He's the one who was always telling him to call him Rick." I think, and it's very off that I think that might be Clayface the whole time.
I mean, but he did destroy the first Clayface in Creature Commando.
So here's the thing: there's multiple versions of Clayface, and we there's two of them,
and Matt Hargan. Matt Hargan is the one in the movie.
Matt Hargan's gonna be the one in the movie,
but we don't know. Carlo is the one in Creature Commandos.
Yeah, that's
true. We're talking about lesbians and like watching porn and playing Xbox.
That's what Clayface said in that.
That's literally what happens in Creature Commando.
That's literally happening. That's not made. We didn't make that shit up.
That's literally what happens. But like the guy who plays Clayface is just talking about lesbian.
You gotta remember, and you also remember, like, and also the group of his team, he's letting them sacrifice, which that's something that Rick Flag Sr. would never do. He would never put people at risk like that. Like that's clearly not him. It seems like Lex is now arranging the whole thing where he's taking over Argus. His whole team is now part of it. They're the replacement.
It makes a lot of sense. And this is not going to be the Peacemaker show. Like, that's over on Collins's channel. Check out our watch parties over.
Definitely check it out.
Over the word peace and maker.
But initially I didn't particularly care for that finale, but the more I've turned it over in my head, I'm like,
no,
dude. James Gunn is playing the long game. He's playing a game of chess. Because I feel like the more you watch it, it starts to connect the dots. It starts to make more sense.
You are bizarre. You are bizarre.
Hey, you are bizarre.
Just use your brain.
Feeling a little vulnerable right now.
I feel a little vulnerable right now, so you just need to chill out, huh? Can you do that? That would be definitely me when people overreact how they not like the finale and like I feel a little vulnerable right now, so you just need to chill out.
But yeah, going back to God. I do like Selena being hunted by Firefly whenever being hiding, and then all of a sudden she's literally, and then she knocks her out, and then all of a sudden she tries to literally like get fire, and she goes, "Oh, I'm like, which for you?"
Dude, the fire did not kill her. That fucking suit is fireproof, motherfucker. It's a flaming retard suit.
Then she pulls like a move from Benny from the Mummy, where she's like, "I am your slave."
Yeah, fucking A. I did not think about that, but thank you for bringing that up. Like, fuck now. Yeah, that's true. She pulled that fucking Benny and the Mummy. Like, I'll be a servant.
The only thing that was missing was she didn't pull out a cross, a Star of David,
bunch of different like crucifixion. I don't know.
And then he pulls out.
Yeah. Now you gotta fucking, you had to add that clip now. That just makes perfect sense. Hey buddy, looks to me like you're on the wrong side of the river. Yeah. It felt like they took notes from that movie and fucking used Clinton in this episode.
Definitely.
But I find it very funny, like now she can't snap her out of it. She's gonna have to go along with this whole stupid thing.
Mm-hmm. I will say though, I will say that I do like that they debuted Clayface. This is like the first appearance of Clayface. I like that, and I like that we got Ryan's favorite thing, the Court of Owls, the first appearance of the Court of Owls.
Yeah. I honestly did not know who that chick. I know that's probably the same benefactor chick that we met early on in the season. But when she was wearing that owl, like I didn't know what it was at first. Like, oh, they're setting up the Court of Owls.
Yeah, which the Court of Owls. Yeah,
I feel like they're now. It's on purpose. They're setting that up for season 3. That they're going to be the main villains.
They play. I will say they play a huge role in season 3.
I'm not surprised because it looks like they're setting it up because this is literally the second to the last episode of the season.
The reason why I'm so excited about the Court of Owls is that it's one of the few comic book arcs I've read from beginning to end. The Court of Owls are awesome. Like, they bring Batman near to the brink. Like, especially there's this one, and I'll never forget it as long as I live, because I read the collected editions. and he gets stuck in this maze. Batman gets stuck in this maze, and like he gets like brainwashed, and like he almost loses it. And their
Scott
big
Snyder
like
for Pokemon.
and their big assassin, like and
Talon.
yes,
Talon.
like pretty much hunts him in the maze, and it's phenomenal stuff. I don't think they're going to do something like that in this show, but I'm just so glad that they're bringing about the Court of Owls. I love the spirit of that.
I will say season 3 has some highs and some lows. There are something I don't know if you're going to like in season 3, but I do think that, the court, if you love the Court of Owls, you're going to love season 3. Which I'm not going to spoil what happens, but the Court of Owls have a huge role in season 3.
I mean, I hope they're used well. I hope they use them better. But I have a feeling that if they, I don't know. I mean, it is a possibility that that Matt Reeves Batman Part 2, they might have
I
a
don't want
Court
the
of
Court of
Owls.
Owls. I want the Court of Owls.
Because I have a feeling that they do add the Court of Owls in the Batman Part 2. I have a feeling Matt Reeves might do a better job of that one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't compare because I didn't see season 3 yet, so I can't compare.
Yeah, Matt's like, shit, I gotta buy season 3 in a few days.
I have to. I have no fucking choice. Fuck you. First of all, here's another thing to HBO Max. I'm going to repeat myself again. Go fuck yourself for fucking taking that off. You pieces of shit.
That's right. By the way, I do like Hugo Strange meeting Bruce and everything, and he's like, and then I like their meeting, and then all of a sudden how Hugo Strange is basically.
That's actually, honestly, that's my favorite scene of the whole episode. Was the meaning of the conversation between Strange and Bruce.
He's like, I know why you're here.
He's literally admitting that he was responsible for his parents' death. He literally did not hide it.
He tells him, he says, "Walk out of here, right? I'll let you walk out of here right now if you promise not to investigate me. If you promise to leave me alone and let me do my business."
The tension and the suspense was good. I will admit, I'm not gonna lie.
I admire you, Bruce. Take them, and then you see it all there, you're watching them the whole time.
He does like Bruce, but in some ways he does like Bruce. He does like.
He said it reminds him of his father. He's like,
it reminded him of his father. Yeah, that's true.
Which Strange basically telling Bruce, your father put his nose where it doesn't belong and died for it. He said, you better turn back or you're going to suffer it too.
I did like the moment with him and Alfred saying you're not just my guardian. I did like that moment with him and Alfred, with Bruce and Alfred.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, he's basically more of a father figure to him, his surrogate father.
And I like that they do that,
and protected him always.
I mean, no Batman movie's really ever done that besides one movie. Can you?
Yeah, it was probably in Batman Begins the Batman.
It's not a good Batman movie. Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin.
That's the whole point. They do that. That's the whole entire thing.
No, you're saying they did treat the full father figure in Batman Begins in the Dark Knight trilogy.
Not really. I mean,
they kind of did. And they even did that in the Batman Part 1 in Matt Reeves' Batman movie.
Wait, I literally Alfred doesn't even acknowledge.
Stop it, Alfred! You're not my father.
I was like, "Fuck you too." Basically,
I'm aware of that, but he always treated him as a son in that movie. If you really watch it, even in the hospital scene when he was on his bed when he was injured, he was like, "Dude,
he's mostly grilling Alfred in that scene. He's not really like, "Oh, I missed you. I'm so sad, Alfred." He's like, "You lied to me, asshole." And then Alfred's like, "Yeah, you know what I did." And I was thinking like, he's in the hospital. You're gonna grill him now? Wait, at least wait till he's out of the hospital. Damn.
Well, yeah, because he thought he was living a lie because his father's not who he was. That's why he was grilling him.
He might as well grab him and says, "I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take your IV and squeeze."
Yeah, but until he had to tell him his side of the story about what really happened, because Falcone just gave him the portion of the truth of what happened.
Which I think honestly though, Ryan, what do you think? What do you think? You think Batman and Robin? I've seen because Alfred just as a background character in Batman '89 Returns and Forever. Batman Begins, he does help Bruce, but I feel like he's not he's more or less
when Bruce was at his worst, when he got defeated by Ra's al Ghul in Batman Begins, he told him, "Why did we fall? So we can learn how to pick ourselves back up." He had that father figure.
The reason why Liam Neeson was cast, Christopher Nolan said, because he said Guy Pearce, he talked to Guy Pearce about playing Ra's al Ghul, but he changed his mind. He said the reason why is because him and David Goyer were talking about it, and they said it would be better if Ra's al Ghul was a father figure, since Bruce doesn't have a father anymore after his father's killed. So we thought Ra's al Ghul should be the father figure to him. And so we want to cast someone older too, that way to be like a father figure to Christian Bale. And so that's why they cast Liam Neeson rather than Guy Pearce, because Guy Pearce is the same age as Christian Bale.
Yeah, it would have been odd. It would
have been like, where is that? Come here.
You needed someone who was like 20 years older than him.
What's Guy Pearce said? He got to at least meet Christian Bale. I said,
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I mean, and also with Guy Pearce because he did work with Nolan.
Yeah, he worked with him on the Memento. Yeah. He said, "I was like, oh, you want me to play Batman?"
Did you know at the time when Zack Snyder was casting a new Batman and Batman v Superman, most people were saying that they should get Guy Pearce to play the next Batman.
Guy Pearce was great at the time in 2000. Yeah, I mean, he was in Bedtime Stories, Prometheus. He was also in Lockouts. I mean,
was he? Oh yeah, he was in Prometheus, and he was also in Alien Covenant, and he was also in Iron Man 3, which I thought he was a terrible character. It was like, ugh. I loved him as performance, but I hated the character.
What? Let me ask you this. So basically, what about I like the court getting angry. That's strange that they got the Wayne boy involved. I thought that was really cool. And
when Azrael went on the fucking killing spree and he's getting the low sloppy in his experiments on these fucking patient at Arkham.
At first, like when the whole Gordon thing, when they put on that big old like celestial head on his head, and then poured the white Gatorade in there on top. I'm like, what is going on?
It actually looked like a fucking white Mountain Dew thing that they used to sell. Remember that one?
Yes, remember White Mountain.
It wasn't a whiteout thing. Was that called Whiteout Mountain Dew?
Delicious. I don't know why they got rid of it. Probably because
it was good. It was good.
Probably because it looked like cum. That's why people thought
it did. I know. I made that joke too. That it looked like the fucking jizz on that Mountain Dew.
Which I want to say this, Ryan. I do like Clayface being turned into Gordon and everything. I thought that was really great, And Bruce using Selena to get in Arkham, I thought was shitty. I hated that Bruce did that because like with Alfred yelling, you're putting that girl's life in danger. You could have got her killed, and I thought that was like, yes, you deserve to get yelled at. That's dangerous what you did. You put Selena's life at danger.
Yeah.
Now we got to go get her because of you.
Yeah, you literally involved her. And now, because you think that she was not going to try to break in and get Bridget out of that place and walk into a trap.
Also, Riddler tells them he knows that Strange's plan about the basement and everything. Why would you tell them that they could just kill you and then be at the end of it,
Yeah.
Oh fuck, what was I saying last one? If I was Gordon, I would hold still. I'd be like moving around like, yeah, I'm gonna mess up. That way the face is gonna look different. I'm like, like this, yeah. That way the face looks all more.
I'm gonna wonder how they're gonna use Clayface in the finale. It looked like it seems to me that he's gonna now impersonate Gordon and probably gonna frame him for a murder, and now he's gonna be turn him into a public enemy number one. That's my prediction in the finale.
He's gonna max out Gordon's credit card, buy an Xbox.
Yeah, he's gonna max out his credit cards, buy a fucking Xbox. Murder a bunch of people and then put him on a most wanted list.
And then start flirting with all the dames.
I think he might go to the hospital because we know that Barnes is in the hospital and he might kill the captain. And then now he's going to make him a public enemy.
That's a good theory. All right. What about you, Matt?
Am I getting a little warmer? Am I getting warmer, Jake?
I'm not going to tell you nothing. What do you think is going to happen in the finale, Ryan?
Well, for me, I'm not going to say the court's going to play a big part, but I believe the presence will be felt. I know that. I believe Penguin's going to have a hand in breaking all of them out.
Okay.
Those are my two big ones.
I'm going to say Scream shows up in the Ghostface. He shows up and kills him.
Hello, Bruce. It's an honor.
Bruce. It's an honor.
So, going to ratings, I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay, Matt?
7.5.
I'm going to go 9. I really loved this one. I thought
you really liked it that much.
I did.
Second he saw the court, he's like, I'm in.
Yep.
No, yes.
That boost the rating right there.
If it was just like them talking.
It did a little bit, but I liked the Bruce and the Strange stuff. I liked what it all set up. And I feel like this was a nice little part 1 setting up for part 2, which is the finale. And so I thought it did a great job on that front. That's why I gave it such a high grade.
I mean, they might as well call it a part 1 episode because it left us on a cliffhanger.
Yeah. But I pass off to all of you. What did you think of these episodes? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to read what you have to say. And stay tuned for later tonight, where we will be watching the finale of season 2 live as it happens. So stay tuned for that. But Collins, where can the people find you?
They can find me at Arkham Asylum. I'll be in a straitjacket. I'll be like, "Hello, Sydney." No, but no, they will find me in Woodsboro. I will be killing Neve Campbell for like the 7th time. She thought she can get away 5 times, but I'm like, no, six times the charm. I was like, I said, those other people are wusses compared to me. I'm gonna make sure, but no, no, which that's a Scream reference for anyone who doesn't get it. That's a Scream reference. Okay,
I'm
not
betting,
really going
I'm
after
betting
Neve
like
Campbell.
90% of people understood that reference.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, but like for the 10%, like I'm not really going.
The 10% probably don't know. Like what?
Like he's gonna go after Neve Campbell? Why?
Like what the fuck?
I'm like, no, I'm not really going.
Like,
after
no. I'm like, no.
FBI bust down my door.
Just watch the FBI bust down your fucking door. Like, ooh.
I swear I'm not going after.
It's like this motherfucker gave out death threats.
Like I swear, I was a Scream joke. Like
it was a Scream joke. It was a joke.
I'm wearing a Scream hoodie. I swear. But no. I was like, I don't want. I like Scream movies. Why would I want to hurt her? I like seeing her in the more movies.
Same.
I was like, but no. If I had to give this, but I got how. So I literally uploaded. I shot me and Matt's review for the Black Phone. That literally, but then that for some reason got freaking like blocked. So I'm trying to get that unblocked. I got to go back and re-edit some stuff and cut it out. I think the clips got me blocked in certain countries. So I'm gonna try to re-edit that, and that's gonna try. But I'm gonna try to get that uploaded, and Halloween Resurrection video I'm almost done with. I'm gonna have that uploaded for tomorrow for Halloween. And I'm trying to get Matt's video. I already shot that one's done. I'm just trying to get that freaking uncopyrighted strike. Unblocked, whatever.
Because my video was recorded and I only put his still shots. That's all I put.
It's my part because I use clips from the movie.
Because I did not use any clips because I know that he's going to be using clips because I'm just a guest. Since I did record my video, I just feel like I just add some still shots.
Yeah, it's on my end. That's why I know why they're doing it. It's my end. It's probably the damn Sharpton for president. Because I always put that clip in there. That clip's in every freaking thing I use. I
will always love that.
Sharpton for president, y'all.
Sharpton for president, y'all. I'm out.
Which I like. I like how Ryan just like it's almost like someone's got a gun to him and he's like, just say it. And he's like, Jesse Jackson for VP.
Yeah, but when I put that in for the Peacemaker first episode that we covered for the season 2, and it didn't even get blocked as far as we know.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think it has to be the Black Phone clips thing because I said I don't know why
it might be because I put the Black Phone 2 clips in for not the clips, the trailers. I only put the trailers, certain still clips that I chopped in for the Black Phone 2. I didn't even get blocked or copyright anything.
I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's somebody.
Did you only put clips for YouTube, or did you add trailers to add into your video?
I added clips in the trailer from the trailer in the.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's what I'm gonna. Once I re-upload that'll be. Who knows? Maybe you might get 2 videos tomorrow, or it might just be the Halloween one. Who knows? Tomorrow you'll find out, or by the time this airs, you'll know. Both videos will be out by the time this airs, but you'll find out. Especially Matt. Neither Matt or Ryan. See that it's a 50-50. I'm just gonna throw a ball up in the air and whichever one lands. That's it. But yeah, that's what. Yeah, and also I'm gonna be doing this with these guys, and yeah, we're gonna be doing the small talk thing. So yeah.
Yep. Oh, dude, small talk's over.
I realized after I said that.
Wrong show again. Matt, what about you?
Well, you can find me in the streets of Gotham when I dress up in a cape and cowl and fighting some crime, fighting some thugs over a bunch of. Anyway, all joke aside, but you can find my channel at MattY92. I just uploaded my trailer reaction for Scream 7 by the time you watch this video. Then I uploaded my reviews for Springsteen movie, Good Fortune, and Tron Ares, so definitely check that out.
How long's the video, Matt? Is it like 6 or 7 minutes?
Something like that.
6 or 7?
Yeah, it's like 6 or 7 minutes.
6, 7!
6, 7!
I don't even get the joke. I just remember South Park just doing it, and Cartman's on like his deathbed because he keeps throwing up after laughing at it. And he's like, and then they do like an Exorcist parody, and then they're like, he said Cartman, he says, and Cartman's covered in puke, and he's like on his deathbed. He's like, how long did it take you to get here? And then he goes, about 6 or 7 minutes. He goes, he starts throwing up in the guy's face. He's like, 6 or 7. I'm like, that had me dying because it's the Exorcist. But yeah, Ryan, what about you?
Yeah, all their links down below. Subscribe to them over there. Just want to thank everyone for checking out Scary Mania 6. It was a lot of fun to put together, and I really do appreciate it. My next little mini series I'm going to be covering a few John Hughes movies, and I'm going to call it Hugh Vember. So stay tuned for that. And then I've got my big Christmas series all mapped out and all planned. So stay tuned for all of that. But for Ghostface, for Matt Wyatt, my name is Ryan Cam. Stay off the streets of Gotham. They are not safe. We will see you all in the next one. Y'all have